Hello everyone who's joined already, how you doing? We're going to wait a couple of minutes before we get started just to allow people to drop in. Okay, let me get my things ready. Okay, awesome. Now, if you are just joining, feel free to just let me know your name, let me know that you're here, and drop in where you're from, where you're joining in from, what kind of business you run, that kind of thing. That would be great. Okay, super. And I want to make sure you guys can all see the chat as well. So we're going to wait one more minute and then we'll kick off. Okay, Torna, James, Zane, great. Southern Utah, very nice. Okay, excellent. So let's get started. Real quick, I want to introduce myself and Erica for Germany. Oh, fantastic. My name is Thomas, and guys, thank you very much for being here today. I'm really excited to have you here. The training I've put together for you is really going to be more valuable than any free presentation you've been on in the past. Seriously. Oh, we've got Ohio as well. Awesome. So please hang out, but you're going to have to stay focused. There will be a recording sent out to you afterwards, so please don't worry about that, because what I'm going to share with you today has the potential to completely change how you get customers. Now, before we jump in, I just want to check everyone's happy with the chat. Everyone can message in the chat. If you do want to get a hold of me, just raise your hand, but there is going to be time for Q&As. Okay, excellent. Let's kick things off. The topic we're going to be covering today is how to double your customers with your Google Business Profile and turn it into your #1 source of high quality free leads without hiring an agency or spending more on ads. Now, my promise to you is that over the next 45 minutes or so, I'm going to give you an actionable steps and a proven strategy that you can take and implement today, literally to generate enough calls, leads, and appointments to double your customer base. And none of the steps at all are going to involve hiring a marketing agency or spending any more on advertising. Instead, we're going to focus on creating a self-sustaining, oh my goodness, my camera, Mosley hands-off system for getting you leads and new customers based on what you're already doing. And before we kick things off, I want to let you know that if you do stay till the end, I'm going to give away a couple of bonuses. So I've got my lead conversion playbook on the left and then my online presence checklist on the right. The conversion playbook is absolutely mad. It's a 14-day follow-up system that you can use to turn any leads you get in from ads, from emails, anything into a paying customer, no matter where they came from. It's crazy. And then the second one on the right is an online checklist, so you can see exactly where you're leaking leads from and what you actually should be doing online to get more leads. These normally retail, I think it's around about $30 each, but if you stick to the end, I'm literally going to give you access. And if I miss you in the chat, I'm going to just send it to your email as well. So don't worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera off and we can focus on these slides. So this training is about using your Google Business Profile to dominate your competition on maps and showing up in Google's AI search mode so you can turn zero-click searches into new customers. Now, depending on how out of breath I am through this, you'll either hear me say Google Business Profile or GBP. These are the same thing. 95% of customers visit your GBP before doing business with you. The key is converting those visitors into customers. When done right, and if you stick with it, your GBP becomes your number one source of high quality free leads. And before we begin, a little bit of housekeeping. I'd advise you to get into a quiet room or space. This is going to be around 45 minutes or so. Close tabs and grab something to write with, because I'm going to give you some details at the end to write down. And we are going to have space for a Q&A. So as we go, drop any questions you have in the Q&A tab, and I'll run through them after the slides. And the chat is active now, which is which is great. So you've already used it. So this is a two-way presentation. Now, like I said, my name's Thomas Hassett. I'm the co-founder of Rank One, doing my business with my partner, Eric. So how we got here is we used to only run ads for businesses in the past, and we were really good at it. We generate tons of leads for our clients, but they couldn't close them. They ended up paying for ads month after month, it's still the same position, and maybe they book an extra job here or there. So we asked ourselves, what if there was a way to get leads that were easier to close? We wanted to find something a bit more sustainable for people. So where can you get local leads, free leads that are easy to close and almost feel like a referral? They already know you, they're already coming to you. And that is when we figured out how to use your GBP to do just that. And since then, really, we've just been dedicated to help contractors, med spas, coffee shops, salons, a whole load of local business owners across the country build hands-off systems that reliably bring customers every month. And that is what I'm going to show you today. Now, I'm guessing you're all here for one of a few reasons. Maybe you're tired of paying for ads every month, getting leads, but not enough of them are actually becoming customers. Maybe your phone's just not ringing enough and your calendar just has gaps that you really can't afford to have. Or maybe you've tried SEO, paid a bunch of money, and you just see no results. And a lot of people we work with, some of you here, you might just be ready to make a serious change. You want to grow your business, but you just don't know where to start and you just don't want to get scammed. Whatever brought you here today, what I'm going to show you can change that. You can have a system where customers come to you already knowing they want to work with you. And there's three things I want you to keep from this training and take with you. Your Google business profile is more important than your website. It is your most valuable asset. 95% of your past and future customers will check your profile before doing business with you. And your GBP is the number one ranking factor for Google. Before we dive in, I want to share something with you. SEO agencies, Google ad agencies, and web designers all know this, but they need to make money, right? So they'll keep selling you on needing them. They'll get thousands of dollars to fix stuff and pretend they're moving the needle for you. But you don't need complicated SEO. You don't need fancy websites or pay-per-click ads. Google gives you customers for free if you know how to use it right. So if that's the case, Thomas, why is it so hard to rank? Why am I not getting leads from my Google business profile? And really, you can do everything right. You can do everything the experts tell you to do. Spend thousands on a website. Try and rank one in traditional SEO. You can run PPC ads. You can get tons of 5-star reviews. You can do a Google Guarantee Badge and run local service ads, competing with Angie's List, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, a lot of them. Or you can even buy a course or hire an agency. But what happens is you can do all of this. You can check every single box and still struggle to get customers. The leads that come in, if they come in at all, they're not ready to buy. So they're price shopping, they're tire kickers, and you're working harder, you're spending more, and you're getting less. And I can say all of this because I've seen it hundreds of times with businesses we've audited and started working with. So why does this keep happening? Google's getting greedy with the traffic. They don't want to send people to your website if they don't have to. And their mission since 1998 is to be able to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible for everyone. And about 11 years ago, if you guys on the chat remember this, Google gave us the 10 blue links at the top, and whenever you'd search for something, a website optimized SEO profile would come up. But things have changed in a big way since then. Google has been deprioritizing organic search results in favor of ads and what's known as zero-click search. Today, 90% of people find a business on Google. 80% of people pick one of the top 5 ranking GBPs, and 74% of people who do a local search make a purchase within 24 hours. These are these people are literally your ready to buy customers, and they are ridiculously valuable. And if you can believe it, 65% of all those searches end up with a zero click. Now, I mentioned zero click search. What do I mean by that? You've probably all seen this, but it's when you search on Google and you get your answer without ever leaving Google. You don't click on website, you don't click on anything. All of the info you need is right there in front of them. Like whenever you look at the weather, this is Google's own way of doing this, and it's their own term, by the way, the zero click. So their intent's always been to offer users as much value as possible directly within the search results. People don't need to click on your website anymore, to call you, to message you, to ask for reviews, any of that, to find your pricing or even watch your videos. It all happens on Google. Okay, you guys with me so far? If you are, just type a 1 in the chat so I know you get it. We're on track. I'm going to have some water. Fantastic. Ones, ones, ones. Wonderful. Okay, so this is a lot. I'm going to be talking a lot here, but I want to give you this value. So the takeaway from this bit I went over is your website is not what it used to be. And Google wants to keep everybody on Google. And almost 3 in every 4 searches on the internet for your services, they're not even clicking on anything. Now, I want to show you the anatomy of what a search result looks like, right? So the top area is where you have your local service ads, your PBCs, and less than 10% of people click here. In the middle bit that you've seen is called the map pack. This is where your Google business profile lives. 80% of all clicks happen here for local searches. And then at the bottom, the expensive stuff. So you've hired the SEO agency, they've got you there for $1,500 a month. Less than 10% of people are going to be clicking down there because 80% of people are clicking on the map pack right above it. Fast forward to today, Google has completely changed the way we search. So here's what we figured out. GBP is now the cornerstone of AI search. It looks at your website presence. It looks at your structure, your citations, your consistency across directories. AI then looks at your media and your social proof. So it sees your photos, your mentions on press, and it sees everything. Literally, AI will see everything on your GBP. So updates, product, services. So already we can see that the more we update our profile, the more we fill it with stuff, the more data AI has to work with. It also then gets engagement signals. So if people are clicking on your profile, hitting the call button, Google's AI will track all of that. And even your reviews, literally, it will see how often you get them, how quickly you respond. All of this gets fed into the AI. So when someone searches for plumber near me, best salon in city, AI uses all of that info to decide which business to recommend. This is why your GBP is your most valuable asset. So the goal is no longer to just rank in search. It's about becoming a reliable part of the knowledge base. Google doesn't care where you rank. It cares if the information you provide is quality and it's reliable. And you build that reliability through your GBP and all those signals I just went over. And look, Google's built this entire platform for you. It's one that you own and control. And if you didn't know already, GBP will generate more high-value customers than your website ever will. Google is also investing billions of dollars every year into GBP. Why? Because it's got to compete. And it's getting them 98% of people online to read reviews directly on Google before they hire anyone. I mean, we all do it, don't we? So anytime we go to a dentist, a lawyer, hire a plumber, anything, what do? We check the reviews. And where do we look for reviews? Not on Yelp, not on Angie's List, not on Trustpilot. We're going to Google. That is where it's happening. And those reviews are live on your Google business profile. Now, here's something critical you need to understand. And this changed quite a bit of stuff for us. When people find you through GBP, they're not normal leads anymore, as you would say, when they're like pay for leads. These guys behave like referrals. Think about it. They've already read your reviews. They've seen your photos. They've checked your hours. They know what you do. By the time they call you from your profile, they're ready to hire and work with you. That is why these leads convert within 24 to 72 hours, sometimes instantly on the call. And they spend more, way more. So we tracked revenue per customer for one of our clients. From organic search, it was 247. From paid ads, it was 224 per customer. And from their GBP, they were making $748 on average per customer. That's 3 times more revenue per lead than anything else on the internet. Now, you'll notice how your Google Business Profile allows people to take action, right? It's taking action in ways that were only available on your website. So people don't need your website anymore. They can literally just tap on your GBP to get what they need. They can call you, they can visit your website, they can even book directly with you. So it's become the go to place to do business. And it's easy, it's really easy to do it. Now, let me show you how we discover this and how everything changed for our clients. So, like I said, we'd run ads, we'd get great leads coming in, but the clients couldn't close them. They were cold leads, price shopping, calling 5 other companies. There was literally just no trust built. Then one day I got a call from my nan, hundreds of miles away, and she was like, the sink is just spraying out water. It's a mess. So I needed a plumber, like now. I pulled up Google Maps and I noticed something. I didn't click on ads. I didn't scroll to websites. I stayed in the map pack and I didn't even go with the number one. I scrolled down to like number 8. And why did I do that? They had tons of reviews. They had great photos of the team and their vans. They answered questions. They posted updates. So I trusted them before I even ever called them. And that's when it hit me. This is what our clients were missing. So we started testing this with our clients using our framework. So on their GBPs, we added better cover images. We updated descriptions. We posted regularly, got regular reviews. We engaged with questions, schema, all the good stuff. And they started ranking higher. But more importantly, the leads that came in were completely different to what we were used to. Not those ones that just don't pick up whenever you call. They were ready to buy. At first, I thought, did we just get lucky? So we did take this strategy and just took it to more businesses, different industries. So roofers, med spas, salons, coffee shops, whatever it was, we got the same result. Better leads, higher close rates, and more revenue per customer. And that's when we realized we had stumbled on a marketing system that turns any Google business profile into like a lead machine without paid ads or expensive SEO. We found a hidden traffic source on the largest platform in the world for businesses. It's a source that most people don't even know about or take advantage of. And I knew this was huge. This was the biggest opportunity to grow a local business from Google ever. Okay, you all still with me now? I know this is a lot. I'm going to have a quick glass of water. Okay, good. Let's get going. So, great info. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, what you're going to discover right now is how we did it. So, there's the 3 secrets that I want to go into this. Number 1 is you don't have to rank number 1. I know you hear it all the time. Oh, we'll get you rank 1, we'll get you 1. You see it on ads all over the place. You don't need that. You just need to be trustworthy and you can get more customers than people who rank higher than you. Number 2 is how to 10x your visibility on maps with your profile. And then number 3, I'm going to show you how to 5x your incoming calls, booked appointments, and siphon off more traffic than your competitors. Okay, so let's jump into secret number 1. Let's go. So, on average, a local business's profile gets approximately 1,009 searches a month. That's over 1,000 potential customers seeing your profile. 84% of those searches are like discovery searches. So it's just plumber near me or best salon in city. It's not even your name. If you're trying to rank for your name and your address, only 16% of people will actually search for that. Now, I want to quickly show you an example of profiles that we did an audit on a little while back. And do note that none of these businesses ranked number 1 at the time, and they still achieved these revenues. Allstate Plumbing and Repair in Texas gets 4.1 million in sales from their GBP. They actually told me they stopped paying for ads. They turned off PPC. They didn't need it. They don't do anything else. Really, it's just organic leads from their GBP. Same with this law firm, 2.7 million in sales. They rank like number 5 or 6, I think, at the moment. And their primary source of traffic is just near me searches. And then the third is this restaurant in Austin, $3 million in sales. They're not even ranked number 1. All of this revenue is from their GBP. So how do you become the trustworthy business that people choose ahead of the people ranking number one? It comes down to three things: your reviews, your reputation, and your engagement loops. These build and maintain trust with the visitors and Google, but you got to understand it never stops. It really must be consistent in order to work. 88% of people will make decisions based on your reviews. Everyone looks at reviews. That's the thing. Customers are 70% more likely to do a business with you again after leaving a review. And people are 3 times more likely to choose a business that actually responds to their reviews. Now, let me go back on that for a second. Businesses with more frequent reviews outrank their competitors. That's not more reviews in total, it's more frequent reviews. So I want to show you this example. This business here, when I search for a plumber, Austin, Texas, they have 255 reviews and they're ranked number one. The one that has 2,095 reviews ranks number two. How is that possible? And this business with over 15,800 reviews was way down past number eight. Why? Because the number one business is getting more frequent, recent reviews, and Google rewards that activity and the other signals that I went over earlier. And like I said, Google reads your reviews, it reads your review responses, so you'll want to train your customers to leave keyword relevant reviews. And I'll show you what that looks like. So instead of just saying like great experience, would visit again, there's actually tools that'll help you with something like this. So it will be, I visited business name, downtown Austin for specific service. The team was professional and the results are amazing. And Google will see all of those location keywords, all the purple ones, and they are the intent signals. Now, the next thing I want you to take away and start doing immediately is to add posts to your Google business profile at least 1 to 2 times per week. So updates, promotions, announcements, that kind of things. And if you don't have them, make them up. It's seasonal all the time. So these posts signal activity to Google. And again, the more engaged your profile is, the more Google will trust it. And seriously, you don't need a copywriter, really. Everyone here has GPT. You don't need a blog agency. The key here is just to publish frequently because, again, engagement. Now, look, I'm not going to give you the step-by-step plan right now. What I'm showing you is the overview, the concepts that work, so you understand why this matters. And at the end, of course, I'll show you exactly how to implement all of this. Okay, so secret number 2. Now that you know you don't have to rank number 1, which is a relief, right? That's nice. So I'm not going to push that on you. I'm not going to sell you 1,000 fake reviews for $30 or guarantee number 1 with a 63-page SEO package or anything like that. Secret number 2 is this. Now that we know you need to build a trustworthy profile that 95% of your past and future customers will visit, let's talk about how to 10x your visibility by ranking in the top 3 on maps. Now, you don't have to rank in the top 3, really, to be successful. But when you do, because it does take time, amazing things happen. 65% of all leads on Google Maps will go to the top 3 spots. Now, like I said, it doesn't mean you still can't win if you're ranked lower. You can. People will choose trustworthy profiles even at 5, 6, 8. But when you track and go to the top 3, it is amazing. That is when you 10x your leads. So you do want to rank in the top 3 over time. Don't get me wrong, but this doesn't happen right away. And I do have to let you know that it's not enough to just go away from this training, claim your profile, verify it, post once, and then just focus on reviews. Here's what you need to understand. The top experts in local search are asked, what is the weighting on Google for everything that needs to rank for? 32% of it is your GBP signals. That's the biggest factor of all. That's the info, engagement, the activity on your profile. 20% is from your review signals. So how many you have, how recent they are, how you respond to them. And only 15% is your on-page signals. So that's your website or landing page that your GBP points to. And we'll touch on landing pages in a bit. Now, between GBP signals and reviews, that is 52%. More than half of everything Google looks at when deciding who ranks higher. And over the years, GBP signals have only become more important. Now, look, when we started working with clients on this, we did notice something. They'd look at their performance data and see 1,000 people on their profile, but no leads. So we asked ourselves, What are the businesses ranked in 1, 2, and 3 doing that everyone else isn't? And we couldn't just call them up and be like, hey, can you tell me what you're doing? They just tell us to take a hike. So we did the next best thing. We found a way to analyze what our competitors were doing. Why were they ranked number 1, 2, and 3 in every category? What signals they were giving to Google Business Profile that helped them rank so freaking high? And it came down to a few things. It was on-page signals, behavioral, reviews, citation signals, keyword signals, and posting timing and optimization. And yes, even when you post matters. So instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, we looked at what the top ranked businesses in each market were doing and what they weren't doing. And that is where the magic happened. So we took the top performing keywords from those competitors and used them to optimize our clients' profiles. But we didn't just go after the keywords they were dominating. We went after the keywords the top 3 competitors were not dominating for. See, we realized something. These businesses might have control of a few keywords, but they're not ranking for everything. If we could just match them on their strong ones and beat them in the ones they're missing, we could outrank them. So the key here, you don't need to rank number 1 to make the magic happen and start getting leads. But once you combine that trustworthy profile with ranking top 3, that is when you will 10x your results. So that is when businesses start going to 30, 40, 50K a month in revenue just from the GBP alone. Okay, let's go over the final secret. So how do you 5x your incoming calls? Because look, you hear 5x, 10x, it sounds like fancy words, but I'm literally telling you how to take the people that are already visiting your profile right now before you even start ranking higher and convert them into leads, appointments, calls, and customers, all while your competitors are just going to be sitting there, none the wiser. So, who is excited about this? This is my favorite one. Now, when I was excellent me, when I was putting this whole thing together for you guys, this part right here is really what made the whole system unique and where I potentially see some of the quickest wins for you guys. So picture this. The goal is to catch and convert as many customers as possible that visit your GBP. So you end up having like a customer attraction and acquisition machine in place with your GBP, and you make more money as the bucket gets fuller. Now, even when businesses were getting tons of visitors, people were clicking, people were reviewing, they had a leaky bucket. They were missing calls, they weren't following up fast enough, missing forms and even missing appointments, or people just visited the website and just left. The more they leaked, the worse their results got, even when they were ranking higher. We had to stop the leaks. We already knew that people can call you, they can visit your website, they can book you directly from your GBP, and you have to make sure you engage with them immediately when they do. Now, people don't just browse through your website anymore. Those days are gone. They're not clicking around, they're not exploring your services page, your about page, your blog, none of that. They're making the decision right here on your GBP, or they're clicking one button just to see your offer. So if they click that button and they land on a confusing website with no clear offer, they just bounce. They go right back to the map pack and click your competitor instead. You've literally got one shot. That is it. And that is why you need to nail 2 things, guys. You need to be active on your GBP, respond to those reviews, answer the questions, set up a mixed call text pack, whatever it is, be available instantly whenever they reach out. You need to be on top of this. And secondly, you have to be irresistible in your offer. Stop saying just book a quote or request a quote or schedule a call. That is basic and that's what everyone says. One of the biggest levers you can pull is working on your offer. You have to go from what is called a commodity-based offer, where you sound like everyone else, to a value-based offer that positions your services as different from your competition. So this is another way where you don't have to rank number 1 and you can still take customers from businesses ranked higher than you. So here's an example for you that I pulled from Google before this. And it's crazy, but this is what most businesses do. Request appointment. It is basic. It is boring. It's the same as everyone else. Now, look at this. Limited time offer, free consultation, exam, and adjustment. It is specific, valuable, and it positions these guys as the experts willing to prove their worth up front just like I am now on this call. So which one would you click on? Would you pick on number two with all of these bonuses, offers, all of that, or number one that just says book a call? Drop a one or two in the chat. Okay, James, Rog, too. Absolutely. It's valuable. We're actually seeing, oh yeah, these guys are different. Now, I want you to start thinking about your own business. Do you currently have a basic call to action, just a book a quote or a phone number? Or do you have something that positions you as an expert with a high value offer that's impossible to say no to for your potential customers? Now, I'm not saying to slap a big discount on it. You just have to give a perceived high value that might be something super easy for you to deliver to your customers. And once you get your offer dialed in, you need to put it on a specific type of page that people will get from your GBP. And look, websites are distractions. You've got 23 places to click, you get confused, you get lost, so people just click away before they ever convert. What you need is something called a funnel. So, unlike a typical website with dozens of links, a funnel literally has one purpose, which is just to get people to take one single action. Now, look, if you were to do this, you would keep your main website. That stays live for SEO and signals, but the link on your GBP in orange down there, that goes straight to your funnel. So when someone clicks on website, they land on a conversion page, not a 10 or 23 page website where they get lost. So once you know what to fix, how to fix it, and you engage with your profile regularly, this works. You start climbing, you add 1,000, then 5, then 10, 20, 50K a month, all from your GBP. It just keeps climbing. And eventually you can hit 6-figure months from this, depending on obviously how big your business is, how much you want this, how well you implement it. And look, we've worked with businesses spending 5K a month on SEO agencies, web developers, Angie's List, people charging you maintenance fees. I'm sure some of you guys have those at the moment, and none of them move the needle because they're missing what we just covered: a trustworthy profile, an irresistible offer, and a page that actually converts. We get it. All right, so we've covered a lot in this training so far, so I'm going to recap this real quick. We talked about how Google has changed, zero-click search, AI search mode, and how 80% of clicks happen in the map pack. We went over 3 secrets: how you don't have to be number one to be the most trustworthy profile that gets picked. We went over that you have to do frequent reviews, make them keyword rich, and post 1 to 2 times a week. We went over how to 10x your visibility by getting into the top 3 spots. We looked at the ranking factors and how to analyze your competitors and find the keyword gaps that they're missing. And then lastly, we touched on literally how to 5x your calls and bookings by just stopping a leaky bucket, responding fast, and having an irresistible offer. That's the system. That is literally the system, guys. Now, let me ask you a few questions. Who's learned something new today that you didn't know before? And you don't have to answer in the chat. This can be in your heads. Who's excited about what is actually possible with your profile that you might have ignored before? And who's tired here of spending money on ads or SEO agencies that just don't move the needle? And really, this is rhetoric, but who wants more customers by using a system that's worked for thousands of others? And lastly, who is ready to start implementing this? Okay, and who here would actually just love to have someone show you exactly how to do this for your business? I've got a me, great. Step by step, so you don't have to figure this out on your own. And sorry about these yellow slides. They're a bit bright. So I had 2 choices here, right? So when I was putting this together, I got to this point and I thought I could just say, thanks for coming, guys. You've been really great. The engagement's good. I'll give you this information and send you out into the world, knowing you'd try and implement it yourself, get frustrated, maybe get results, maybe not. Or I could guarantee your success. I could give you the chance to work with us on implementing this alongside someone, myself, who's actually done this with hundreds of local businesses and knows exactly what works. We could do the heavy lifting for you while keeping the investment today as attractive as I possibly can. What this is going to do is it's exponentially going to help you build trust with your profile and generate more leads without running ads or trying something again that just doesn't work. So I'm proud to share with you everything you're going to get access to today on this webinar and show you what I have that is really going to help you achieve what you need to out of your business. So I'm going to give you my GBP optimization plan. This is going to include listing optimizations, citations, engagement, how to track your performance, and ultimately turn it into a lead machine. And I thought next, okay, how about I personally audit your Google Business profile for you? So I'm going to get on a video. I'm going to record myself going over everything you have. I'm going to go into your GBP and tell you exactly how Google sees your profile. This will show you every single element you need to be fixing and updating in order to start attracting more customers. And that's literally going to be me, guys. If you get this, I'm going to be on a video for you going through all of this. Now, I didn't stop there. In addition to doing that with a GBP, I'd analyze it against the other 2,000 number one ranked profiles we have, identify the areas you need to optimize and fix. What if I go further? I want to ensure you're successful, okay? So I'm going to identify your most profitable keywords for you on maps. So I'll work out what we call your money keywords. These are what people are searching for the most on maps, not Google search, but maps, because they are different. Now, how about I also show you where you're ranking in 133 touch points in your city? I will literally look at every piece of space and identifying where you are and aren't ranking. And I'll do this for each of your top keywords in 133 touch points. Now, I thought, what else can I do for you? So why don't I spy on your competitors for you? We literally have an internal tool for that. So I'll spy on your competitors and I'll show you exactly what signals they're pushing out to Google, what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. And then I thought, okay, what else can I give you guys? Because really, I want to make sure you have success with this. So how about I personalize an in-depth game plan for you? I'll present you with an easy to follow game plan that will not only diagnose your problem, but it'll break down exactly what to do to fix it. You can then go over this in a one-to-one action call with me or someone on my team that's all going to be part of it. So think of it like a doctor-patient relationship, right? You wouldn't go out and start operating on yourself because you know you needed to get better somehow. You'd want to go to a doctor, go through some tests, diagnose your problem, visit you one-on-one, and present you with a solution. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So there's no guessing, there's no luck, none of that. You will have a guaranteed path to dominating Google Maps and transforming your GBP into the number one source of high quality leads for your business. Remember that they're referral leads, they're not just random leads. Then lastly, remember how I touched on I want to 5x your calls and bookings? I'm going to run a full website conversion audit for you. That's going to be me on video on your profile again. So I'll go through your current page, your booking forms, your offer, everything. I'll tell you exactly what's killing your conversions, show you what you need to change to turn visitors into customers. I'll even give you specific ideas on how to make an irresistible offer rather than just the free consultation or book now. And it will get people to book with you instead of just bouncing off. We'll even show you exactly how to get your website picked up by Google's new AI search mode and get you recommended above your competition. So from all this, you're going to know what to fix, how to fix it, and have a roadmap on implementing the changes, as well as the knowledge that I've just given you guys today. So with all of that, you're going to get all of this. So the execution plan, the personal audit I record for you, your money keywords, your 133 point ranking, your competitor report, a one-on-one game plan with my team, and a website conversion audit. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to charge 4,532 for this, but let me ask you, if all this did was bring in a few customers and clients and added just $1,000 a month, would it be worth it? If all this did was finally get you results from your Google Maps without expensive SEO or paying another dime on ads, would it be worth it? If all this did was help you to take leads from higher ranked competitors because they just trusted you more, would it be worth it? And what if it even brought you in 5, 10, 20 extra customers a month? Would that be worth it? Again, I'm not charging 4,532 for this here because I could charge you 2,500 because Businesses burn that on one bad month of Facebook and Google ads all the time, but it's not 2,500. How about a 997 one-time investment in your business? Sorry, I'm just kidding. It's not 997. I'm not charging that. It's not even 250. I will give you all of this today for 197, and I'm going to give you these free business owners if you join through the offer today. So firstly, you're going to get the conversion playbook, the exact 14-day speed to lead sequence that we use with clients. Plus, I'm going to give you monthly reactivation campaigns that bring back customers who didn't buy. This thing is wild. This will turn any lead source into paying customers. Next, I'm going to give you my Apple Maps blueprint. So pretty much every business is ignoring that Apple Maps has over 200 million users. So I'm going to show you how to sync your GBP directly with Apple Maps in under 5 minutes, meaning that all the stuff you're doing on your Google Business profile transfers over and you dominate both platforms. And then lastly, like a lot of things I've covered today, you can't fix what you can't see. So I'm going to give you visibility with our online presence checklist. We use this with every audit we do. And this will show you exactly where you're losing money, missing reviews, weak offers, all of that on your profile. So that's over $100 in bonuses, and you're getting all of it free when you take action today. There's things in these you can literally use now to improve your business. So with all of these bonuses included, all of that for 4,641 in value, we've helped a ton of different industries. I want to remind you that no matter what industry you're in right now on this call, we'd get the same result. Better leads, higher close rates, more revenue per customer. So, guys, the investment today for absolutely everything, all of that, the double calls is just one payment over 197. I'm giving you all of this on a silver platter. I want to help you succeed. And I'm going to pop the link in the chat for you if you did want to go ahead. I'm actually going to put it a few times. Okay, so you can either use the link in chat if you want to go ahead with this now, or you can type it in from screen, and then I'm going to show you what happens after you click that link. So once you go through that link, you'll end up on this page, and you can choose either PayPal or a bunch of other payment methods. We can do like Pay in 3, that kind of thing. And then when you're on the thank you page, you would just follow the purple buttons down, give me all your info, and book in your one-to-one action call. So that will give me everything I need to start going away, recording that video, and auditing your business. So on a timeline side of things, you'll do the payment, then you'll complete your discovery form, and then within 48 hours, I'm going to record and send your audit to you. And then for the call, the follow-up call, you'll get to book that right away from that same page, and that will happen within 4 days. So again, I will give you the audit within 48 hours, and then you'll have a call within 4 days. So all of this can be changed, optimized literally by this time next week. Okay, so you got the links in chat, and really go ahead, do yourself a favor and secure your spot. I know that every single one of you here will get value from this. I've I've made sure of that, and I've priced it so low. I was like, okay, what can I do just to get you to the other side? Because I know this is where you can add the most value by showing you exactly what is wrong, show you how to fix it, and show what your competitors are doing, and then just give you a roadmap to fix it. So order it right now, the entire personal audit, the action call, and I've got some more to share with you. Now, I see some questions coming through. I will get those in the end, guys. You have two choices here. Your first choice is you do nothing. You don't take this irresistible offer, which is 100% risk-free, or literally the best option for your future is a small investment today compared to all of the shortcutting you're going to get to success. And you'll get the one-on-one audit with me, you'll get the action call with us, and the strategy call. It's crazy. And look, why don't I even give you a guarantee? If you sign up today and you don't love your audit, within 14 days from when you order it, just let me know, and I will literally, I'll send you your money back. Literally, it's that easy. Now, the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out, to watch me on a video going through your business? Finally know why you're not ranked number one, why your top ranked competitors are beating you, and finally get leads from Google for free. These are not pay per lead, which, if it does half of what I've claimed today, will pay for itself. Would it be worth it? Now, my point of this webinar was not just to say, wow, this is exciting, that was cool. No, it was to give you a huge amount of value in the training and get you to take action. It's to get you to actually go and make money with your GBP and turn it into the number one source of high quality free leads for your business. I promise you, this is going to be worth your investment. My execution plan, the step-by-step guide, you can just take all of that and go through it yourself. And in the off chance that you say, Thomas, I'd love you to just take care of this for me, I would guarantee your success. This is going to be the most valuable source of traffic you're ever going to get for your business if it is done raps. I read maps, crappy math, if it's done right. Okay, so we're going to go on Q&A. I'm going to show my face again. Okay, so if you do have any questions, please feel free to just drop them in the chat or in the Q&A. And while you're writing those down, I'm going to go over a few of the common questions I always get at this point, so hopefully these help you out. So if you're not technical, it is not a problem. You don't need to be. The whole point of the audit and the game plan is you're going to have an exact step-by-step guide that even my nan could follow. And if you really don't want to touch it, you can just talk to us about doing it for you on that strategy call. And again, with the timing, you're going to get all of this implemented, changed, recommended, the whole audit call, the action call within a week. Before this time next week, this can all be done for you. Now, I do get a lot of people asking, like, how much is your retainer? And I do not have a fixed price. It's a case-by-case basis. So depending on what's going on with your profile, whether you just want 30K a month, whether you want to make $1 million a month, we'd have to work it out to see what we can help you with. But we would absolutely go over that with you on that strategy call. And of course, if you want us to do it all for you, we do offer done-for-you services. We can fix the maps and we can make you happy. Absolutely, we can fix maps. We can turn it from all red, all green. You saw that on the examples from the businesses before, but that is not what you're buying into today. Today, you're getting the audit, the roadmap, and the clarity on what needs to happen. Then on the strategy call, if you say, look, I don't have time for this, please just can you handle it? We can absolutely do that, but it's no pressure. Most people do just normally want us to handle it. And if you want to just do it yourself, if you want to take everything I've done here and just go it yourself without buying into this for $197, I don't understand why you would. At least get the answers on how you can grow your business, get the clarity, get the visibility on what's broken. And then if you want to solve it yourself, absolutely, you can have a roadmap to do so. And if you hate the audit, we'll just give you your money back. Okay, so the next is, can't I just get leads by ranking number one? And some of you might be thinking, I have an SEO agency, they're already ranking me, I'm in organic search, but the problem with that is all those searches aren't going to your website anymore. If they do go to your website, it's confusing, they get lost. So they stay on Google, and that's where your GBP matters more than your website ranking, especially at the stage you guys are in now. And we do get a lot of mobile businesses coming through. So service-based businesses can absolutely do this. You just need to have a verified address. So that can be your home address. You can absolutely use that, verify it, and then just hide it from public view later. And if you're dealing with suspensions, verification issues, we can sometimes help with that. We can definitely do that on the call, but I can't guarantee results if you don't have an address set up. Okay. So if you do have any questions that you're not comfortable in asking here right now, you can shoot me an email or a text. I'm going to show those details in the next slide. And I really want to thank everyone for coming. Really. Again, if you want to just grab this, just go to the link on the screen and check it out, or grab the link in the chat. as this is going to be going away very soon. I'm going to close this after the webinar, and I will get the replay out to you shortly. I know this was a lot of stuff. I know you might want to watch it over, share it with your partners, your better halves, or whatever it is. So please don't worry about that. That is going to come in your email. I've got a do you recommend this training for people who want to do this work for businesses? I mean, you you tell me if you got value out of this. Absolutely, take this away. Even pay for the audit with me and learn from me in the audit and how I do the audit on your business. Absolutely, this is transferable to anything. We've worked with marketing agencies before. We've helped SEO agencies, and then we've helped local service businesses. It doesn't matter what niche it's in. So, okay, guys, I'm going to close it here. I'm sorry if I didn't get time to get around to your questions, but my contact details are on screen now if you do have any questions. And if you've already purchased from us, you'll be hearing from me very, very soon and also from the team. So please do check your emails, because if you purchased, we're going to send you loads of info. We're going to get that info from you. And also, we're going to send those bonuses I mentioned into your email right after this. So I am really looking forward to helping you guys out, and I hope that a lot of you are going to take advantage of this. It's seriously going to help you. I promise this is going to help your business. Now, I'm going to leave these details on screen for a couple of minutes to give you the chance to write them down. And awesome info. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. And that's it. So have a great rest of your day, and bye for now. Again, I'll leave these details on screen just for a couple of minutes. Thank you, and hopefully speak to you soon.